without me helping much. He keeps her between the ditches, never spins a tire. He'll even signals left when he's passing Reverend Meyer. Yeah, my dog's driving my pickup, I'm riding shotgun drunk. He's got both paws on the wheel while I'm spilling on my bum. He don't mind the empty cans rolling round on the floor. Best dang co-pilot a man ever asked for. We was hauling down Highway 9, doing 95, when he saw a French poodle that looked mighty alive. He locked up all four brakes, tongue hanging out in heat. Took a hard ride toward heaven, Lord, that dog can't be beat. Yeah. Now blues chasing squirrels across them streets of gold, and I'm riding shotgun with Jesus, feeling mighty bold. Sheriff can't write no ticket where we're at tonight, 'cause my dog just drove us straight on through them pearly gates. Reckon he finally caught that poodle all right. Yeah, she took my truck, my hunting dogs, my record collection too. Took the mattress off our bed and the porcelain out the loo. I stood there in my boxers, thought, well, at least the worst is done. Then I heard the screen door slam and my dead daddy riding shotgun. He'd been posed in the parlor since 1983. Top hat, glass eyes, smile stiff as stiff can be. She threw a rope around him, drug him down the steps, propped him up in her Camaro like he just woke up from death. Yeah, she ran off with my taxidermy daddy in the passenger seat. He can't talk back, can't cheat, and his rigor mortis is complete. I'd call the cops, but they'd laugh till they turned blue. My woman stole a corpse and she's two-timing me with family too. Saw him last night at the drive-in, watching True Grit again. Daddy won a giant panther throwing rings with his dead hand. She was kissing on his sawdust cheek under the neon glow. I reckon he's the best date he's had since 1984 or so. So pour me one more whiskey, bartender, make it a double stiff. 'Cause my girl's out there dancing with what's left of my old man's carcass. And between you and me, Daddy always was a better looking son of a bitch, dead than I ever was alive. I don't need neon lights or a sawdust-covered floor. Got a glowing Wurlitzer installed behind my forehead door. Every time she walks by, another memory starts to spin. Right now, it's stuck on D19, achy, breaky heart again. I tried pulling the plug, but there ain't no cord to yank. Tried drinking till it shorted out, just gave me a hangover rank. The only song that helps is when she kisses me real slow. But that track scratched all to hell and it don't hardly play no more. I'm dropping quarters in the jukebox of my mind, playing hits from 1992 till I lose my natural mind. If you see me twitching and I'm mulligan in my sleep, shaky hands. Said, cut this damn thing out of me, I'll pay whatever you demand. He drilled a little hole, yanked that jukebox free. Now my head's real quiet, but my left foot won't stop tapping in 4/4 time. You see, I'm happy and I'm peaceful, I finally got some rest. But every now and then I wake up with a mullet on my chest. Doctor says it's harmless, just a side effect, don't fear. But last night I caught myself line dancing in my underwear. We was married 20 years when the curse come down one night. She was burning supper, hollering about me not treating her right. There was a flash of lightning, a smell of 2-cycle smoke. Next thing I know, my darling's still with a 36-inch bar, and she spoke. She still wears the apron, still got them same blue eyes, but now they're painted on a bright orange disguise. She starts on the second pull, idles real mean and low, still fusses about the trash and where I left my work boots though. My wife turned into a chainsaw and she still won't let me be. Revving in the kitchen and yelling, take me to Applebee's. I'd run, but she's faster than me on full choke. Love hurts, but a 660 still hurts a whole lot more, folks. Marriage counselor took one look and ran out screaming down the hall. Neighbors called the preacher, he just sprayed her with a holy ethanol. She sputtered, she coughed, then fired right back up again. Said, bless this house, bless this, you mortal sin. So if you're ever in Nashville and hear a chainsaw says, honey, I'm home, with a 20-inch bar and a mouthful of foam, just drop to your knees and beg for grace, cause I'm down to one leg and half a face, and she's still nagging me about putting the toilet seat down. Honey, I'm trying, I swear I'm trying. Bought a 6'2" John Deere at auction from a bankrupt warlock. First crank it coughed up locusts and a cassette of Revolution 9 non-stop. Now every time I disc the back 40, it screams, Paul is dead in reverse, while crops circling pentagrams and plowing. John loves Yoko and cursive. Exorcist charged me double, said this ain't your grandma's demon son. This is avant-garde Satan, charges extra for performance art and fun. Tractor grew tentacles, painted itself matte black, started a GoFundMe for world peace. Last I saw was driving to Woodstock 99 screaming give peace a chance through a flaming police horse. My tractor's possessed and it only plays Yoko Ono at full blast. Well, won't shut up about plastic on the old band while it's sodomizing my cattle in the pasture grass. I'd sell it, but nobody wants a haunted deer that levitates and cries about how Ringo never loved her and the FBI bugged her apple pies. Final verse. I'm plowing by hand now, naked, covered in glyphosate and tears, while that green bastard's on tour with Arcade Fire, opening for ground. If you hear experimental noise coming from a cornfield at 3 a.m., run honor cooking shotgun beers and two-step at the same time. They crowned me with a crown made of hubcaps and a bra from Dolly Parton one side. Gave me a scepter that's just a lit sparkler glued to a deer spine. Now I rule 12 galaxies, make laws like mandatory mullet Monday. And every Friday we invade planets just to steal their cigarettes and Sunday toppings. I got abducted by aliens and they made me their emperor king. Got a throne made of NASCAR wrecks and a harem of Martian lingerie. But I miss my double wide, my cousin wife and my above ground pool. So beam me back to Tennessee before I declare war on y'all, you fools. Last week I ordered the fleet to nuke Florida for fun. Turns out the mothership runs Windows, Vista crashed into the sun. Now I'm floating in space with a PBR tall boy, a half-eaten moon pie. If you see a UFO blink twice, I'll trade you this crown for a ride home, buddy, don't be shy. Grandma passed last winter, doing what she loved, frying chicken in her trailer. We buried her with a 10-piece bucket and a 55-gallon drum of Crisco failure. Next morning, the fried daddy started bubbling hymns and calling me sugar booger. Now every time I drop tater log, she hollers, "You're sinning, you little booger." She possesses a thermostat, keeps it locked at 666 degrees. Fries everything that moves, squirrels, Jehovah's Witnesses, my ex-wife sneeze. The grease is now holy water, baptize the onion rings in tongues. Last potluck, she deep-fried the preacher, he came out extra crispy and spoke in puns. Grandma's ghost lives in my deep fryer, and she won't let me eat healthy. Threatens to clog my arteries, would love if I even look at a celery. I'd unplug the damn thing, but she'll haunt my toaster next. Lord, I'm one French fry away from the sweet embrace of cardiac death. Tonight she's frying my soul like okra says, "Come on home, baby boy. I can smell the biscuits and sawmill gravy on the other side of that boiling oil. So lower me gently into the basket when I go. Tell mama I died happy, face down in trans fats with grandma's ghost." Pass the hot sauce and a defibrillator, here goes. I lost her at the county fair to a blue plastic box on wheels. He rode up smelling like a chemical fire and 1,000 Taco Bell meals. Had a little heart sticker that read Chad in Comic Sans. Comic Sans. She climbed inside, locked the door, and they've been in love ever since. Hot damn. My ex-wife's new boyfriend is a porta-john that screams T-fine when he comes. Got a glory hole PhD and a bidet that speaks in demonic tongues. He gives her necklaces of flush of flowers and dried up stranger scum. And every time I try to win her back, he suction cups my face to his crusty bum. He takes her mudding every weekend, does donuts in the septic fields, pays the bills with meth lab tips and stolen Outback Steakhouse mints. Spinner rims made of toilet seats, subwoofers in the urinal capes. Proposes with a blue sanitizer heart that never fades and never breaks. My ex-wife's new boyfriend is a porta-john that screams occupied when he comes. Got a glory hole PhD and a baby that speaks in demonic tongues. He gives her necklaces of flush of flowers and dried up stranger scum. And every time I try to win her back, he suction cups my face to his crusty bum. I caught him slow dancing under the moon to a John that screams, oh, too bad when he comes. He treats her like a queen on a throne of human remains and chewing gum. So pour me one more whiskey, barkeep, make it a double wide. That sentient shitter loves her more than I ever did, and he never misses when he pisses. Keep good. My 79 Ford was a beer drinking, mud slinging heathen on wheels, till I spilled a box of get-in Bibles in the bed after one too many spills. Next morning it wouldn't crank till I said grace over the carburetor. Now it only runs on holy water and speaks in tongues when it backfiring later. My pickup truck got religion and it joined a cult down in Waco, preaching through the P about the rapture while doing burnouts and halos. It traded whiskey for communion wine, and my Dale Earnhardt decal for a lamb. Now it's waiting for the mothership while sacrificing retread tires to great I am. It grew a beard, made a spark plug wires, and baptized my toolbox in 10W40. Whoa, nothing but tambourines and cases of expired mana shoots anymore. The tailgate's now an altar where raccoons speak prophecy in reverse, and every time I try to drive it, it locks the doors and quotes Revelation verse. My pickup truck got religion, and it joined a cult down in Waco, speaking in glossolalia through the exhaust while spitting out flaming locust, bro. It's waiting on the comment with the radio tuned to the book of Numbers FM. If you see a Ford levitating over Texas, wave goodbye, that's my truck ascending. I begged it to come home, left a case of Rotella and a nudie magazine on the dash. It just rolled down the window, flipped me off with a crucifix mud flap and floated in a flash. Now the sheriff says there's nothing he can do when a vehicle achieves salvation. Yeah, my pickup truck got religion, and it joined a cult down in Waco. Left me stranded at the strides buying lottery tickets and beef jerky for the soul. With the sky cracks open and a jacked up Ford comes floating down with Jesus riding shotgun. Tell him I still owe 2 payments and the tags expired in Tweed Allen. Amen, son. Send $20 to a website called Hot Mexican Surprise. 3 weeks later, a donkey dropped off a rainbow donkey full of bombs. She burst out swinging a machete made of peppermint sticks. Now she only eats birthday boys and screams down the Tuesday says, prick, my mail order bride is a carnivorous piñata full of teeth and rage. She beats me with a stick for candy, then drags me back inside her cage. Got a sombrero full of entrails and maracas made of knees. If you hear La Cucaracha at 3 a.m. run, she's on another killing spree. Whoa. Horchata mixed with typo from her paper mache tits. Won't let me leave the trailer till I fill her up with fun-sized Snickers. The kids at parties love her till she bites their little faces off. Now the neighbors call her Senorita Death and won't come to my cook-offs. Yeah, my mail order bride is a carnivorous piñata, sweet as sin. I'm down to one arm and half a torso, but she says I'm looking thin. So if you want a Latin lover that explodes in confetti and blood, just send $20 and pray, amigos. God bless the neighborhood. Walked in with a broken heart and a jar of my own tears. Guy behind the counter had horns and a name tag that said Lucifer 6 years. Traded my eternal soul for $50 and a half-price banjo. He threw in a free toaster that only they burn 666 into the bread though. I sold my soul to a pawn shop in Tulsa for beer, money, and strings. Now the devil texts me coupons and calls me bro and everything. Interest rates my screen forever compounded daily in hell. If you see smoke coming out my banjo, y'all ring that dinner bell. Every month he repossesses another chunk of my shadow. Last week he took my ability to feel joy in my best coonhound named Plato. The receipt says no refunds, no returns, no trading for your kids, but I still got 30 days to buy it back with 30 virgin squids. Yeah, I sold my soul to a pawn shop in Tulsa, and I do it again. Cause that banjo sounds like angels screaming through a wood chipper. Amen. If you need quick cash and don't mind burning, come on down to Route 66. Just don't read the fine print, partner. You'll be picking fire forever with the hits. Found it at a yard sale next to a box of broken dreams. Tax head starts on first pull if you've ever made someone scream. Fill the tank with the memory of leaving my kids on Christmas Eve. Kick once, roared to life, and carved daddy sucks into a tree. My chainsaw runs on human regret and it's never out of fuel. Every sorry I never said makes the chain spin fast and cruel. It only cuts the things I love, my house, my dog, my pride. If you hear two strokes, sob at night, lock your doors, I'm outside. Tried switching to forgiveness, but it's buttered and just died. Runs best on wedding vows I broke, and every time I lie. Card a confession on the barn that glows when the moon is full. Now the sheriff won't shut off till I feel something, and I never will. Yeah, my chainsaw runs on human regret, and it's cutting me down the sides, leaving stumps where my conscience was under these bloodshot eyes. If you ever feel a buzzing in your chest that won't let you forget, that's my song coming for you, darling. Better start regretting, yeah. Trumpets blew last Tuesday while I was watching wrestling, drinking. Sky cracked open, angels came down, my bush light started shrinking. Cases floated upward in a glorious foamy beam while I stood there sober, screaming, Lord, that was my last 16. The rapture took my beer but left me behind with the sinners. Now heaven's one big tailgate and I ain't on the winners. Jesus turned the water into wine, but my Coors turned into air. If you're up there getting drunk with Hank, save a cold one for me up there. All the good old boys ascended with their coolers turned to clouds, while I'm stuck here with warm odoles and a preacher laughing loud. Saw my ex-wife floating up with a margarita in her hand. Guess she was right all along and I'm just a lukewarm man. Yeah, the rapture took my beer and every damn cigarette, left me with the Bible and a hangover I'll never forget. So if the sky opened again and you see a drunk redneck crying, throw down a cold one, brothers, the sinner's still trying.
Showed me smiling till the shadow grinned back wide.
reflection hole. I'm just the echo screaming in an empty soul. If the lights go out, something smiles too wide. Run like hell, that's my shadow coming for your eye. Planted hybrid seeds in perfect 7/4 time. Midnight came, the stalk stood up in perfect line. Began a verde aria in 1,000 husky voices. Scared the cattle into Latin and the scarecrows made choices. Cornfield sings opera when the moon is fat and low. Tenors in the tassel, sopranos down below. Neighbors moved to Mars just to escape the trail. My combine won't go near it, says it's union still. Tried Roundup, fire nukes from a catalog. Corn just hit high C and grew another car. And now it sells out stadiums under name Maestro. I'm sleeping in the silo with earmuffs made of crow. Cornfield sings opera and it's headed for Broadway. I'm harvesting standing ovations every day. If you hear "Oh So Mio" from a field of green, buy a ticket to run, that corn's turning me. Frigidaire in my kitchen started giving speeches cold. Promised free ice cream for all and beer that won't grow old. Printed campaign posters on expired milk cartons. Polls say it's leading by a frozen solid margin. Refrigerators running 2028. Slogan is "Keep cool America," and it's never late. Debates by humming at 38 degrees exact. If it wins, we all move inside and pay its property tax. Secret Service is a 6-pack and a bag of peas. Opponents found frozen mid-sentence on TV. It pardons leftovers and defrosts the national debt. My electric bill just became the cabinet. Refrigerator's running and it's gonna win. I'm voting with my freezer burn and double chin. When it takes the oath and just hum the anthem proud. Hail to the fridge, may it keep us cold and loud. Got a meet to my chest and 99 drunk. Last month he knocked from inside saying, "Pay up, punk." Demands $40 a week for living on my skin. Says the rent is high in heaven and my soul's wearing thin. Tattoo Jesus charges rent on my left pec. Sends tiny angels with eviction threats on spec. Threatens to move to my ex if I don't pay cash. Now I'm tithing to myself and going to hell fast. Velveeta wheel. Astronauts carve chunks in 69 and hit the squeaky deal. Every full moon melts a little, drips on levels below. That's why heartbreak tastes processed and slightly yellow. Moon is made of government cheese up there. Werewolves howl for seconds and moths want to share. Tide smells like grilled cheese when the moon is high. If it ever falls, we'll all die in fondue sky. Rats in Congress guard the stockpile with tiny bayonets. Elon wants to mine it for a Martian grilled cheese fest. I tried lassoing a slice with a fishing rod and prayer. Got a cease and desist from a crater lawyer up there. Moon is made of government cheese and it's aging fine. One giant welfare wish for all mankind. When the last bite's taken, the stars will all go dark. Till then, pass the crackers, let's eat the cosmic lark. Lost my leg to a combine harvester back in 93. VA sent a carbon fiber beauty with a lifetime guarantee. It learned a two-step better than my original knee. Last Friday it unbuckled, grabbed my mistress and moonwalk free. Found trail cam footage of them dancing at the honky-tonk bar. Leg do in the boot, scooting boogie, mistress riding on the calf like a star. Left a ransom note carved in my nightstand with his titanium heel. Send new socks in Copenhagen or you'll never see us kneel. My prosthetic leg ran off with my mistress and my Ford. Left me hopping on one foot screaming, y'all are both whores. They're posting couple pics from Dollywood on fake leg Instagram. Hashtag stomp over number, better grip than a original man. Tried to track him with a drone, but the leg shot it down with a 22. Now they want it in 3 states for grand theft and public screw. Sheriff says he can't arrest a limb without a warrant for the thigh. I just sit on a porch, whittling a peg leg and cry. Heard they got married in Vegas by a one-armed Elvis impersonator. Leg wore the veil, mistress wore the socket. Preacher was a radiator. Yeah, my prosthetic leg ran off with my mistress for good. Built a house on stilts in the swamp like a real leg should. If you see a shiny shanky kicking up dust on the back roads at night, tell a child support's due and the socket don't fit right. Hopping mad and half a man, still paying alimony to a limb. God bless VA healthcare. And the day I taught that leg to sin. Found him behind the Piggly Wiggly eating expired sushi rolls. Gave him $20 and a lab coat that was 2 sizes too small for souls. Now he's got a couch in my garage made from pizza boxes and dreams. Charges $100 an hour plus all you can eat Vienna sausages and cream. He hisses, tell me about your mother, then plays dead for effect. Writes borderline delicious on a napkin with ketchup correct. Diagnosed me with chronic people taste and daddy didn't hug. Prescribed trash, pancakes, and roadkill hugs. My therapist is a possum in a stolen lab coat. Best denied the claim, said marsupial ain't board certified. Possum sued Blue Cross with tiny lawyer clause and one glorified. Now he drives a little Tesla made from shopping cart and spite. Pays me in exposure therapy and bites me every night. He says I'm making progress, I only flinch when he hisses twice. Graduation gift was a mirror, I look delicious, that's nice. Yeah, my therapist is a possum and he's proud of me. Says I'm finally stable enough to eat the Christmas tree. If you need your head shrunk and don't mind a little rabies, call Dr. Pogo Possum, accepts payment in Slim Jim baby. Chasing a waitress named Ruth. Last month the city put up a stop sign. It sounds like I like his cool. Same bear, good rush, same red face when he's mad. He'll slow your dumb ass down every time I drive past. Tried running it once just to feel his love again. I woke up in the ditch with a concussion and a ticket from my old man. He fares when it rains like he's crying bear tears. Been standing there 30 years collecting my unpaid fears. The stop sign at Maple and 3rd is my daddy reborn. Disappointed in me from dusk till early morn. Runs on city power, but cusses in the same drawl. If I roll through, he screams, I never wanted you at all. Brought him flowers on Father's Day, left him at the pole. He just blinked twice, real slow, like you're still on parole. City wants to replace him with a roundabout in June. I started a GoFundMe to keep my old man in rust and gloom. Kids ask why I salute a sign every single day. I tell them that's my father, show respect or he'll make you pay. Yeah, the stop sign at Maple and 3rd is my dad. Y'all still grounding me at 40 with a repetitive 8-sided call. If you blow through and hear a redneck go scream your name, that's just daddy doing traffic control in eternal shame.
Grandma died mid-bite on a caramel apple at the fair. We buried her dentures separate cause they kept biting the Undertaker there. Next thing we know they're on a cruise ship with Tom Cruise and Xenu. Now they send me pamphlets that say clear your gums for 300,000 you. Grandma's false teeth joined Scientology and they're coming for my wallet. Flying through my nightmares on a DC-8, clacking like a Thetan prophet. They demanded my life savings or they'll audit my uvula. If you hear chattering in your sleep, lock your safe. It's Grandma's choppers, hallelujah. Yeah. They started a podcast called Bite Me to Enlightenment. Guest starring John Travolta's hairpiece and a Bridget found Jesus in cement. They won't come home till I pay for OT8 and a platinum grill. Last I heard they're in Clearwater recruiting other dentures for the thrill. Yeah, Grandma's teeth joined Scientology and they're richer than me now. Living in a volcano mansion while I'm eating ramen with no chow. So if your chopper start acting funny and demand a personality test, bury 'em in concrete, boys, before